So it's official. Germany has voted to reintroduce male-only conscription, kind of, sort of, mostly. But this one looks really bad. And when you look at the details, this is going to happen. Men are going to get conscripted. So let's take a look. So the headline: Germany finalizes plans for military service and larger army. All 18-year-old German men will be summoned to medical inspections to determine their fitness to serve in the military under a deal struck between the country's ruling parties and aimed at boosting the armed forces. Firstly, why it's so bad. So the way the system is going to work is they're not going to conscript people unless they can't get enough volunteers, which doesn't sound so bad, but just wait. If it fails to secure enough voluntary soldiers, members of parliament will be asked to consider other options, including the idea of a lottery system that would select people at random for compulsory service. Now, that's worse than it sounds, and it's worse than you think, because look at these numbers. Military officials have said that the size of the Bundeswehr needs to grow from 182,000 today to 260,000 by 2035. That's a lot. That's a big growth. That's 78,000. It also needs to expand the reserves who can be called upon in a crisis from 60,000 to 200,000. That's more than triple. There's no way they're going to get that many volunteers. So a lot of men, tens of thousands of men, are going to be conscripted, hundreds of thousands, maybe even. This is going to be bad. And now for gender. Men will be required by law to fill it out. For women, it will be voluntary, which respect to women who volunteer. I'm just pointing out how, for the compulsory aspect, it is gendered and it is male. This is a legacy of the previous system of military service that applied only to men. Removing that gender provision would mean changing the constitution, a step that requires a two-thirds majority in the Bundestag, which the current coalition would be unlikely to secure. After filling out the form, all young men will be required to attend physical examinations, even if they do not want to volunteer to serve. And you can keep reading. They're basically making it very clear that this is about men. So it'll be interesting to see how different people react. And interesting to see how different people react to the gendered aspect, to the male-only aspect of the new conscription law. Who's going to mention it? And who's going to care? Feminists, I'm guessing, won't mention it at all. And it'll be interesting to see what different partisan groups say, or if this is going to be something that MRAs are almost the only people who talk about it. So we'll see. I don't know. Scary times. I'm Blue Orange 22. Thanks for watching. Oh, and one more thing, and I want this to stick out. MRAs do not want women to be conscripted and drafted. It's that we do not want men to be conscripted and drafted. We are against the whole thing. I see these ridiculous things on Reddit about how, MRAs have these fantasies of women getting blown up on the battlefield. Total nonsense. We are against conscription, we're against the draft, and mostly we're against war.